Hey everyone, thank you so much for tuning in today. Today we're going to do a kind of a dark blue smoky eye, so going a little more bold today, and the metallic copper lip. Blues, oranges, they're opposites of each other on the color wheel, which means they're going to be contrasting to each other, which helps these colors pop. So that's something to keep in mind if you are going for a little bit more of a dramatic look, using colors that contrast each other. Also, that's called complement with an E, complementing each other, helps kind of create that more dramatic look. So today it's going to be kind of a dark blue into a brownish fade out on the smoky eye, and then the copper lip. So we'll get started. Obviously, I already have half of my face done so that I could keep the tutorials a little bit shorter for you guys, just to make it easier for all of you to tune in. So I've already went ahead and put on my primer. And one thing that I like to do, and you'll notice I'm not putting this too close to my eyes, is since I put my powder on here, kind of keeping it out here, and I'm just going to let this set. And I'm kind of applying a little bit extra. Now, some people will call this baking. That's not quite what I'm doing, but I am just putting on a little bit extra. Careful not to get it too close around my eyes. And then, like I said, I'm going to let that set on my skin and then kind of slough off any extra. So for the smoky eye, really you can choose any colors you want, which is a really cool aspect of the smoky eye. It doesn't always have to be blacks or grays or anything. So today I am using this medium blue all over my eyelid. And I'm going to apply that with this brush here. This is called the Deluxe brush. It's fairly versatile because you can use it all over the eyelid like I am now. You can also use it for a blending brush if you don't have a blending brush. So it's a nice versatile blush, gives you a few different ways to use it, which I like. So just getting this color packed on here. Notice that I'm using a tapping motion versus a swiping motion. That's because I want to get that color packed on there better. Swiping is going to create a softer look. Which I am doing more up here where it's going to hit the crease, but for down here, definitely want to make sure I've got that color on there good. So using that tapping or dabbing motion is a great way to make sure that you're getting good coverage. Okay, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, before I add a crease color, I'm going to use my crease brush and just gently blend that blue color right into the crease so that everything is going to flow real smooth. So I'm just kind of making sure that's a nice transition right there. Then what I'll do is I'm going to take just a little bit, this dark blue and pop that into the crease. Not a lot, because I already, kind of added that other blue in there. This is just strictly in the crease just to give a little more depth to my eye. But that's it. So we're not blending this up at all. All right. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this little angled brush here. Like this here, this one. And I'm going to take this lighter brown color and apply that above the crease and then kind of up the brow bone a little bit. So kind of when you're creating a smoky eye, it's to kind of go, darker to lighter all the way up, essentially. Just like smoke, kind of at the middle of the fire, there the smoke is more concentrated, and as it, flows away, it thins out, right? Well, that's kind of the process you want to think of when you're doing a smoky eye. Thicker, more concentrated color here on the lid, and then it just kind of gets lighter and softer as it goes out. So like I said, that's why you can really do this with any colors that you prefer, and it doesn't always have to be that black or gray or anything. You can use browns, purples, all sorts of different colors. All right, so I'm just going to blend this a little bit, and then I'm going to add a little bit of a highlight color, so that'll be this really pretty color here on the end, and that's going to go right up by my brow, right up in here. Add a little more over here too. And then I am absolutely in love with this new brush I got. It is a blending brush, and this is it. See this? And it's really, really fluffy and very light. And it is, I mean, it's meant to blend, but I thought that some of the other brushes I had were really good for blending. They've got nothing on this brush right here. It is amazing. So you can kind of use this all over. You can use it in one spot. Just be careful that you're not pulling color all over the place when you do that. So just a little heads up there. So make sure I'm going to add a little bit of a darker color. Well, still the same color. I'm just going to, and I'm not even putting any more on the brush. That is our little foster dog that we have right now, barking in the background. Her name is Daisy. Daisy! I don't know if you can see her in the background, maybe like right. See her in the background on the back of the couch. Daisy! Hi, buddy. Yeah, she is our little foster dog that we have right now. Come here, bud. Come here. Come say hi to the people. She's a little Yorkie and she's 3 years old. Look at little Daisy. Hi, sweetie. All right. So, she's being a guard dog out there, which is good. She likes to get up on the back of the couch so she can see out the front door. All right. Now we're just going to add a little bit of mascara here. Be careful that you don't get it too close to your eye line or your lash line, your water line, whatever you want to call it. You just don't want to poke yourself in the eye, but I love this new mascara because it gives a really nice look. No fake lashes, no extensions, but it gives a really nice look, and this wand really gets in here really nice to get those inner lashes. So I'm going to do another coat here in just a moment. So next what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back to the foundation and just kind of dab that in anywhere. And I'm also going to add a little now up under my eye. And let me use this other brush. What I love about this brush is that it's dual-ended, and so you can use a smaller end to kind of, get up in here where you might need it. You can't really do that very well with the bigger brush, so very nice. All right, and so it gives nice coverage too for a powder, which is super cool. All right. Now what I'll do is I'll use a little bit of concealer, and I'm going to apply that with a blending bud underneath my eyes. You can see I've done it on this side. 1 to 2 shades lighter is all you want. That's going to help cover up any dark circles. It's also going to help kind of give a little pop under your eye, kind of brighten up that area, which, is always nice. And it's also just another way to highlight. So notice that I'm kind of making this into like a V shape. That creates a natural highlight look. And when you're using blending buds, it's all about pushing and dabbing and tapping. It's not swiping. These really help you get excellent coverage where you need it. So let the bud do the work and just press that into your skin. Like so. Then if you need to, you can always take another little brush and kind of go maybe around like right where the your foundation color and the concealer color are meeting, just to make sure that it's blended well. All right, cool. So then let's see. So the next one I want to show you is to do the eyeliner. You're just going to take that crease brush that you used earlier, and figure out what I did with it. There it is. And you're not even going to put anything more on it to start with. And you're just going to take it right under here. So use the color that's on it. Then if you need to add a little extra color and make it darker, then you most certainly can. But you don't want to do that right away because you don't want it to be too dark. See that? See how easy that went on? And that's without even using any more product. And then that helps you continue that smoky look by using the same color all around your eyes. So now I'll go back and add another coat of mascara here real quick. That's one thing to note too. If you are doing a darker eyeshadow, whatever technique you're using, if it's a smoky eye or whatever, it does make it a little bit harder for your eyelashes to show up because they kind of blend right into the eyeshadow. So if you want your eyelashes to really, really pop, go with a little bit lighter shade of eyeshadow and your eyelashes will really stand out. I just love how this fans out my lashes. Woohoo. Okay, I'll put a little on the bottom. So I always wait to do my bottom lashes until after I've done my concealer and my eyeliner. I'm just careful not to get it on my face. Or at least I try really hard not to. Okay, and then in a minute I can kind of go back over that with the lash comb if I need to. All right, next up, quick brow. So just gonna use a brow pencil. If you've seen my other videos, I use this particular one a lot. I like it because it's dual-ended. So you've got the little spoolie brush on one end, and then you've got the pencil liner, of course, on the other end. Now, when choosing a pencil liner color, you've got some options. If you want a more bold look for your eyebrows, go with your natural eyebrow color. If you want a little bit more of a softer look, a little bit more of a natural look, then go a shade lighter with your brow pencil or brow palette, whatever you use. And that's what I do. I prefer a more natural look, so I go one shade lighter with my brow pencil. Now, having your brows professionally shaped definitely helps and makes filling in a lot easier because you're literally just going, right over the hairs, using really small strokes. You're not necessarily like trying to draw on or reshape your brows if you go have them professionally done. So just a little tip, it just makes it a lot easier for you when you go to actually like fill them in. All right, so nice and easy to fill in. So then what we'll do next is just apply a little blush. I'm not doing any major highlighting, contouring, anything like that today. Just going to apply a little bit of blush and then the other half of the metallic gold lip. And then that'll be it. So this is the blush color I'm using today. Very pretty color. It's got some like highlight in it, some gold highlight. So you can pop it up on your cheekbone just a little bit more than you maybe normally would because it's got that built-in like highlight or a luminizer, whatever you want to call it, in there, which is pretty cool. So I'm actually going to add just a little more on this side too. All right. So another tip is if you are using an angled brush like this for your blush, just make sure that the point is facing like towards your mouth and not this way, okay? That's just how the brush is built, and it will make it go on so much more smooth for you if you do that. All right, lastly is this beautiful, check this color out. Isn't that so pretty? I really, really, really like it, and the metallic finish on it is awesome. I have got another one of these in a different color, and I will tell you, it's a liquid lipstick. It stays on so well, especially, I don't know if it's just something in the metallic finish, but man, it is awesome. All right, so with these, one thing to note, I think this is probably just about any brand of liquid lipstick, they're kind of like a mousse, like a chocolate mousse, dessert, on the texture. So they're kind of fluffy. So you just got to be careful when applying them to make sure that you don't get too out of control with them and get them all over. All right, I think I've got everything complete. Both sides of my face are even, so I am good to go. If you guys have any questions, of course, anytime, please drop them below on the video or send me a private message. Would love to chat with you. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.